2021 shouldn't always be about being happy, but being better every day. Hey everyone, it's me again, Jaychrist, and welcome to another episode of the Design Live Show. In this episode, I'm not gonna bore you with my year-end special, right? So I think there's a lot of similar content out there already. So instead of giving the list of what are the good things that happened to me and what are the bad things that happened to me right now, I'm thinking to give you some great perspective for the 2021, right? So to make it, a little bit better for you to keep moving forward for the next year that we are having. Hopefully, a year that will be happier than this year. So I think everyone wants to end this year already, including me, of course, right? So we are affected not only in the Philippines but around the world, and I'm just super grateful that I'm still alive. I'm with my family, and having these meaningful experiences and having these meaningful conversations with some of the best creatives, entrepreneurs, and niche experts in the industry, right, in the innovation and marketing space, right? So, and I'm super grateful for those people that I've met, right? So, and still hold on to still with me until now in this crazy and roller coaster journey, right? And I'm super grateful with that. So having that said, going back on the topic, we're going to talk about why 2021 shouldn't always be about being happy, but being better every day. So I think if you're following my contents, right? So if you're following my journey on creating more meaningful contents for the folks out there, right? So for the people out there, especially in the creative community, I always talk about on being 1% better every day, right? So I think it's also has a lot of conversations going on the space about being better, right? So instead of being happy every day, I think it's not about being positive already. It's not about being optimistic already, right? So right now we need some better result, right? So our clients are the people we surround with. Your personal development, your personal growth needs better result, and at the same time better action, right? So and in order to do that, of course, we need to set our minds that being happy, being perfect every single day is not, it doesn't exist, right? It's not existing, right? And I guess most people would argue with me about that, but at the end of the day, the truth would really always come out, right? So, and that's my own truth, right? So happiness doesn't always about being happy every day, right? So happiness is about being better every day, 1% better every day, and you will be 365 better in a year, right? So if you want to ditch the weekends, or if you want to have a day off, so you'll do the math, right? And those lines are not from me, right? So I got that from some of the best and creatives and entrepreneurs that I've met throughout this journey as well. And I think that's really resonates with me, and at the same time with the level that that I have right now in terms of building my business, building my brand. And I think I would really stick with that principle for next year, and hopefully that would boost you as well, whatever you are doing. If you want to pursue your passion and re-engage with your passion, re-engage with your purpose, I think being better every day should be on the pedestal of your brand or of your messaging, right? And speaking of building a business, or starting a business or brand, so if you following my podcast, if you're following my contents for within the social media space, right? So I always talk about how to bootstrap your business, and I've also written a 130 plus pages ebook about that and share that with the community, and they find it really useful and actionable for their growth, at the same time for the brand that they are building, especially in the Philippines, in the Filipino creative community, right? And I figured that with all these challenges that we've got through, right? So with all these odds that we fought this year, so I try to really reflect on those learnings and wisdoms that I've learned throughout this year and update the playbook, right? So I've added all the things that really actionable for 2021. So and I'm pre-selling the Playbook 2.0, Bootstrap Your Business. It's about starting and upgrading your business from ground up with readily resources available online, right? And even with little or no money at all, right? So I think that would really resonate for Filipino creative professionals out there who wants to really bootstrap his or her business while building your brand, right? So and while being capital efficient, especially right now, we have to be cautious, optimistic, right? So we have to be cautious and at the same time optimistic with regards to our strategies, right? So and I think I laid it down very well, so not being shameless about that, right? So I laid it down very well on that playbook, on the Playbook 2.0. So if you want to check that out, if you want to be on the list, if you want to sign up, you can go on shop.jaychristteves.com. That's shop.jaychristteves.com/pre-order. So I always add all the links or the things that I've mentioned in this episode on the show notes below. If you want to check that out, go check that out and sign up if you want to get a copy. So it's available on paperback, ebook, and at the same time audiobook. So right now I need your help to make that happen. So hopefully you'll help me on that. So and to help more Filipino creatives and aspiring entrepreneurs in the Philippines. So check that out on the show notes below. All right. So with that being said, again, I'm super grateful for all of you guys on having the audacity to help me on my journey and to really grow more in terms of my personal growth. And at the same time, I can't do it alone, right? So with your help, with the community, I will going to make these things better, right? So all of these things that happening right now, we can still make it better for the next year. So again, thank you so much, and hopefully you'll stick with me, right? So and if you want to check all the great episodes that I've did, meaningful episode, so you can check that out on the designliveshow.com. Just visit the designliveshow.com and you will get all the episode for free. So make sure to leave a review on Apple Podcasts. In that way, you are helping me to reach more people. So I think that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for listening, and hopefully that really gives you some perspective for the coming year 2021. So let's do it, guys. We can do it, right? So have a great day wherever you are in this beautiful world, and never ever forget, like what I always said, never ever forget to stay awesome. And that's it. So thank you so much, guys, for listening again to the podcast, and I really appreciate it. For those people who are asking me on how to support the podcast, you can leave a review on Apple Podcasts. So in that way, you can help me to reach more people and make the podcast more discoverable within the ecosystem. You can also take a screenshot of this podcast and share it with your friends, colleagues, or to anyone that might be interested in this kind of contents. You can also support the podcast monetarily by visiting jaychristteves.com/donate or patreon.com/TDLS. And you can also shop courses and tools online to design the life you really deserve by visiting my shop at shop.jaychristteves.com. And you can book a call today. I don't bite, just let me know, guys. So the last one would be also by listening and to all the podcast episode and previous episode. And however you support my message, however small that is, more than enough, and it means the world to me. So thank you so much, and see you again next time.